We're thankful for you. Premier Heating and Air is thankful for you and now offering a $2,000 rebate on a new system, plus a $2,000 tax credit on qualifying systems. Call Premier Heating and Air today or log on to premierishere.com and experience a Premier difference today. No service call fees with repairs. For a 99-cent Premier Club membership has awesome perks, including no service call fee with repairs. Get details today from Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company.
Welcome to the Coaches Show. I'm here with head coach and district athletic director of Dublin High School, Roger Holmes. Coach, coming out of a first round state playoff victory over Waco last week. I think earlier in the year we had them like maybe a 14-7 game, and it turns out a 40-7 game this week, this past Friday night. A lot of things changed. Offensively, I think we were on cue, 366 total yards. I think Jeff Davis had 76 yards throwing the football. 2 touchdown passes, both to Trav Bostic. I think he snuck one in for a touchdown. Jeff had a great game Friday night. Again, Dontavius Cannon with about almost 90 yards rushing the ball. Trav Bostic with 80 yards rushing the ball. Jamarcus Knight, almost 60 yards rushing the ball. I'm going to keep going. Ryland Yates, 30 yards rushing the ball. And Bennett Lake, 20 yards and a touchdown on his end. Offensively, I think we pretty much did what we needed to do that night. Defensively, I tell you, there were some tremendous plays. And I don't talk a lot about defense, and I hadn't most of the year. That's kind of your gig, but J-Man had a pick six for a 56-yard touchdown run, and then another big play was one of our linebackers, maybe your linebacker,
Harris,
Will J. Harris picked up a fumble off of a pass deep down in the end zone and came around that sideline, and he looked like a fullback coming down that left sideline there. And if it hadn't been for the sideline, he probably went ahead and ripped one off there. So that was a tremendous run by Will J. Harris that night. And I think I'll go ahead and mention it now before you get rolling. The Dublin Touchdown Club did honor last night 2 fine linemen.
Yep.
Bandarian Stanley and
John Oliver
and Big J.O.
Yeah.
Big John Oliver last night for what they've done in Friday night's game, and I think it's a culmination probably for what they've done all year.
Well, it is. You know, those 2 young men, both of them play a lot of defensive tackle. Both of them have started every game for us in the offensive line. Been very, very consistent week in and week out. You know, your skilled players, everybody gets to evaluate how well they played. It's easy to see sometimes, or they might not have played well, but they made 2 or 3 really big plays that stood out during the course of the game.
That comes out in the grading out on Saturday morning here that none of us get to see.
Yeah, and those guys are just team players first, whatever you ask them to do. That's the way a real true lineman is. They don't have to be patted on the back all the time. And
they don't get the glory, and we're going to give them some on TV today.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's just the attitude that those 2 young men show up with every day. They're focused on trying to be as good as they can be, and I just think it is tremendous that our touchdown club is willing to recognize these individuals for good play, and they had good nights. But, you know, I guess start out, you talk about defensively the other night in that Waco game. I think one of the big things was we were able to create 4 turnovers, 2 picks, 2 fumble recoveries. As the game went on, our defensive line started continuing to get closer and closer and create more havoc for their quarterback. Now, I can't sit here and say that we played great on the back end, We gave up some passing yardage. Had a couple of times we were beat. They just didn't complete it, which would have been a good play. So
early in the game.
I don't want to sit here and make it sound like I think we played as good as we could play defensively, because that truthfully is just not the case. We let them off the hook on several third and long situations, and you've got to get off the field in those situations. But you know, we still had those two big picks, one from Trav Bostic and one from J-Man, that kind of shut the door, if you will, for Washington County. You know, we thought that they were going to come in and really attempt to run the football a lot more.
We talked about that, and that's what we thought their game plan might be.
And that's where they'd been having a lot of success. But at the end of the night, the other night, I think from a statistical standpoint, they were like 17 for 40. Throwing the football, so they threw it 40 times. Probably had another 4 or 5 passes called that we got sacks on, and made him pull it down and run it for a short gain. So, you know, their game plan was to air it out, and at the end of the night, we gave up some yards, but we kept them out of the end zone. And then when you look at it offensively, I think the things you've already pretty well nailed it. I thought our quarterback had a really good night.
He did.
Throwing the football. Probably had one throw that wasn't his best throw. But for the most part, it was really good. Now, anytime a quarterback has a lot of success, it means your offensive line and the protection had to be really good. And our protection was very solid. Gave him a lot of time to throw the football.
Five different receivers caught the football, I think, Friday night. And, you know, that's not typically what we do, but it was given to us last Friday night. We took advantage of that, and that's kind of what your teams do.
Yeah, and you know, the rushing attack was pretty balanced. You know, I think Dontavius Cannon, it kind of gets us going. With his hard physical style of play inside at fullback, and he had a solid night. Jeff Davis, it's not about just running the football or throwing the football. Jeff, we give him a lot of freedom at the line of scrimmage to do things, and he made some great decisions at the line of scrimmage the other night for us in changing the play, or if we give him 2 plays and he's got to choose which one is the best, and those type things. He did a really good job there.
Kind of like a coach on the field.
That's it. Jamarcus Knight played well on both sides of the football. Trav had a big night on offense, didn't have his best night on defense, but came up with a big interception when we needed it. And so, you know, I thought that was good. You know, Bennett Lake is I feel very comfortable at this point in the season, if we want to or need to or whatever, however you want to put it, get him in the game now.
Absolutely.
I feel like we can do that. You know, we kind of made the decision about a month ago that we were going to go with Rylan Yates as our number 2 quarterback, and he's a returner for next year, and it's hard to split those reps, but it was hard to do anything with Bennett other than work him as a quarterback, as a backup quarterback, and then you couldn't move him around. So we kind of made that decision that Bennett can help us. There's no doubt about it at that running back position.
Well, he had 20 yards rushing the other night on a couple of carries, a touchdown, and I think he had, 30 yards on kickoff returns.
Yeah, well, Bennett's a very good football player that unfortunately might have got lost in the shuffle a little bit over the intentions of trying to give him every opportunity. He came off an injury, and then we were trying to catch him up at quarterback from the time he'd missed during the summer and this and that, and you couldn't work him somewhere else. And so, it's taken care of itself, and I look for him, again, to continue to be a big part of what we're trying to get done down the stretch.
Right, absolutely. And Vincente Bond, I didn't add him in there too. Vincente had a couple of rushes the other night for 20, 25 yards. Don't want to leave him out.
Yeah, we played him probably 8 or 9 snaps the other night. He's a freshman. He's continued to get better every week. If every young man on our football team had the attitude that Vincente Bond had, it would be phenomenal, because he is so eager to learn. He has a lot of talent, but he's a very humble young man that, we just love to cut up with, because he enjoys it.
Right, yeah. You wish you had 80 of him, you really do on your football team. Kicking wise, what we do kicking wise?
Well, I wasn't real pleased again with our kickoff coverage. It just isn't where it needs to be. I think it's a little bit involved in coverage. It's a little bit involved in kick placements, and so it all goes hand in hand. But and we missed an extra point the other night, and those things are huge for you. When you get into the playoffs, and the deeper you go, the more those things
but you got two kickers that you use.
Yep.
When you need to.
And they're both steady. No issues with either one. I don't think we've missed but 4 extra points all year. So it's not like we're on again, off again. We just happened to miss one the other night. And then punting game, Ryland's first punt wasn't where it needed to be, but the couple after that were exceptional punts, and the coverage was good.
Right, yeah, I think Ryland averaged maybe 30, 35, 38 yards on his punts the other night, which is okay. It's not tremendous, but it's okay for the type of coverage and kick coverage and everything that we use here.
And we made a change on our punt returner. We went back to Will Wallace the other night.
Right.
And although I don't know that we had any return yardage, we didn't lose yardage because we were letting the ball hit the ground and roll on us.
And
so we did a good job fielding the punts.
He fair caught the ball very well, too.
Yeah.
Well, I know Joe Stubbs and your defensive coaches in there in the coaches' room had a great game plan that they came up with, Vandy and those guys, and I want to give those guys a little credit.
From a defensive
Matt
standpoint,
Wallace and Joel Ingram that came over from over there. I want to give those guys on TV a lot of credit. I normally don't give a lot of the coaches a lot of credit.
Well, those guys deserve an enormous amount. And they. From a defensive standpoint, we've been a solid football team this year on the defensive side. We've given up some yards, but we haven't given up a lot of points. And, Joe Stubbs is the mastermind behind it. He's the defensive coordinator, and he makes our calls. But like you mentioned, Don Vandecrib with the defensive ends, Ben Turner with the D tackles, Brad Wallace with the linebackers, and Fred Williams working with the DBs. Those guys all have a lot of input. They all are locked in on Friday nights and able to make adjustments. And I just think that I'm very fortunate to have the experience and knowledge in that room as we have. And those guys are tireless workers, and they better have a good game plan this week.
Right. They better, with Fitzgerald coming in here round 2 of the state playoffs. So, Coach, I think it'll be a good time to take a break right now, have a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back with some more Dublin football.
Hey, this is Perry at Williamson's Bakery, a proud supporter of Dublin and Lawrence County athletics since 1965. From donuts to cupcakes and cookies to eclair, we have everything to satisfy your sweet tooth. We even have treats for your dogs. So when Friday rolls around, don't forget to stop by and pick up some stuff for that late afternoon tailgate. So remember, go Raiders, go Crusaders, go Falcons, and go Irish. You can find us on Facebook, or you can stop by and see us at 1634 Veterans Boulevard, or give us a call at 478-272-3344.
Georgia Pools is your authorized dealer of RecTech grills. From smoking to searing, RecTech grills do it all. So come into Georgia Pools today and grab life by the horns. We also carry all the Yeti products you could need: coolers, tumblers, cups, and more. Find all of this and more at Georgia Pools. Call 478-275-3607 today, or come on in to 1201 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin. Georgia Pools, your authorized RecTech dealer.
Since we were founded,
The Houston Clinic has sought to provide the most advanced orthopedic services available to men, women, and children of all ages and all walks of life. And today, Dr. Gay and Dr. Richter continue the tradition of service in the Lawrence County communities. From our sports teams through every facet of this community, the Houston Clinic is not only proud to serve you, we deem it an honor. The Houston Clinic, 100 Medical Drive, Suite 400 in Dublin.
What's progress? It starts with a dream that sharpens into a goal. Next comes ingenuity, harnessing technology and design to evolve mobility. Finally, passion, made for a tribe of enthusiasts, begging for an open throttle. This movement was designed from the beginning to silence doubt and shatter expectations. Our progress may appear rapid, but for the community we build for, it can't come soon enough. And now it's here. Our passion answers the calls for the fierce and committed. We dedicate our ingenuity to be proven and unbreakable. And we dream with the inspired and obsessed. This is our time. Our progress is undeniable. Skeptics say we're coming, but our squad knows. We've already arrived. CF Moto. Experience more.
Hi, I'm Greg. Come see our full lineup of off-road vehicles, side-by-sides, and ATVs at Shamrock Honda Kawasaki.
Hello fans, Ben Knight for Farmer State Bank. Friday night football and Farmer State Bank. As easy as FSB. Dedication, hustle, trust, commitment, and teamwork. Giving our all every day, just as our local football teams do every Friday night. Join us at Farmer State Bank and support your local team. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we're back. Coach, let's go over some highlights of our victory over Washington County here in the Shamrock Bowl last Friday night.
Yeah, well, here's a big break for us and a big-time play out of Will J. Harris. The official's in his way right there a little bit. He didn't quite get to wall the guy that he's got down the middle of the field. And the quarterback did a nice throw, dropping it over the top. But right here, the kid ends up, ball comes out. Will J's smart. He picks the dadgum thing up and he takes off running. Shows his athletic ability.
Really nice
running, stumbling, bumbling, and running over people, and made a heck of a play for us. That was their opening drive, and they were fixing to stick the opening drive in the end zone. When we get a big play, here's Trav Bostic breaking loose. I thought Trav ran the ball harder and a little more conviction running the football the other night, and that's football style or playoff style running, and he's got to continue to take it to the next level as we move forward.
Pulling with his legs the other night, really, really good.
I think Dontavius Cannon right here gets his hands on the football. We'll just run a little off-tackle belly play, and Dontavius ducks it up inside and finishes with a nice touchdown right here in the end zone, and that was really, really good for us. That was our opening score on the night. We come back and we're going to run just a little buck sweep back here to the weak side. And good job by the front side guard. There's the backside guard through the hole, and that's Jamarcus Knight getting out in the open field and making a big run. And J-Man, like we said, had a big night for us. And I got a feeling our fans will see that play a lot this coming Friday night, as that's the number one play in Fitzgerald's offense.
Both teams.
Here we get Jeff Davis and makes a nice read, gets the ball out of his hands quickly. A nice route by Trav, and then a good cut right here as he makes a move right there and keeps his balance and gets it in the end zone.
Jeff, with 2 touchdown passes last Friday night.
Back on the defensive side, and a little shifting, a little movement out of Waco, but our defensive front does a really good job of establishing the point right there on the off tackle and getting a stop for
6
us.
hats around the football.
Some jet sweep, nice crack block out of our split end up top. Will Wallace gets the safety pin. Dontavius Cannon gets around the edge, and Vicente Bond gets the edge for us on the speed sweep. Gonna run a little bit of option play right here. Jeff Davis reads the guy closing, pitches off the end. Not a great execution on our block on the wing back right here, but he's smart there. Instead of blocking the guy in the back, he just pulled off.
He made a
good decision, and Trav turns it into an 18-yard gain.
Because if he'd have touched it, you'd have seen a flag there.
This is actually a heck of a job by Trav Bostic and making an adjustment on his route. We have my crossing wing back there did not run a very good route on this one. He took it too deep, but Trav does a really good job of scramble drill, running away from the DB. Our protection right here, you look, our quarterback has a tremendous pocket, an opportunity to throw out of it, but he keeps his eyes open, and that's ad-libbing. That's not where it's supposed to go, but a heck of a play from Jeff right there.
Both players.
Now they've got it back down in the red zone, and they're in a position right here to, I think it's 4th down. Time's running out. Good coverage, and there's Jamarcus Knight with a big pick in the end zone right before the end of the first half.
Or was that Trav?
I believe that was J-Man.
Is that J-Man?
I don't want to argue. I don't know for sure. So I don't know. Either way, it was one of them that had interceptions the other night. So big play. Ja'Carrion Jones actually is kind of the one that created it. Here we are running a little power off tackle play, and that's Trav Bostic getting through a small hole. But like we said, I thought he ran hard the other night. Here's J-Man coming across the field right here, getting the catch. That's actually the play we were trying to run earlier in the game when our wingback ended up working across the field, made an adjustment, and the quarterback found him. So a big, that was a 3rd and 5, so that was a big conversion. Now we've got the ball inside the 1. Jeff Davis finishes it off with a QB sneak. And at that point, we were in good shape. They moved the football a little bit right here, and they go back down inside. And I think that's Trav's interception right here. Thought he might be gone, dadgummit, but they got him pinned over on the sideline and got a late hit personal foul. Their quarterback a little frustrated, I think, pushed him into the wall. Here becomes another interception, a nice play. I think this is Jamarcus Knight on this interception. Sunk back in the hole, and he ends up getting a house call, a pick 6 on this one, and that was huge.
Yeah, good shield down the side with the blockers, almost like a punt return.
Yep, he got to a boundary and was able to take it and make something happen.
A lot of frustrations the other night. I think our kids held their heads in there well not to have any.
Well, I don't like us getting involved in it at all. I think we had a few that we had to jerk their tails out of the game before they did something stupid. Because
but it was good not to get thrown out and miss a game,
Yep.
And it was almost at that point against Waco, 2 teams that really go at each other.
Yeah, well, they're rivals, and it appears right now we have been able. They will not be in our region next year, but we're going to be able to keep them on our schedule. This is Ryland Yates in the game, running the option. They overplay it. He ducks it back up inside and hits a little burst right there. I wished he could have got it in the end zone, but
Got him by the ankle.
heck of a play. And now here's Bennett Lake with 11-yard rushing TD. Bennett's running through a little arm tackle right there. It ends up getting it in the end zone.
Awesome run.
Yep, he's taking to it pretty doggone good right now, and that finishes up our highlights from the other night. We're going to come back after this break, I guess, and you're probably going to want to talk about Fitzgerald a little bit.
Right, Coach. We'll take a break. We'll have a word, give our word from our sponsors, give them some time, and we'll come back and we'll get with Fitzgerald.
Gus is fuel good food. Whether you're grabbing a quick cup of coffee on your way to work or filling up for a big road trip, Friendly Gus will be there to make sure you have what you need. And with over 20 locations, a Friendly Gus store is always nearby. So stop by Friendly Gus today. And don't forget to shop Cochran Brothers Cash and Carry for all your bulk item needs. Come by today and see why Friendly Gus has been serving Middle Georgia for over 100 years.
Matt Hatchett, representative for Lawrence County, is proud to support our local high schools, our East Lawrence Falcons, Trinity Crusaders, the Dublin High Fighting Irish, the West Lawrence Raiders. Matt Hatchett, representative for Lawrence County. Go team!
Mid-State Pools and Spas welcomes spa season with a full lineup of spas from Marquee and Strong. Choose from award-winning comfort and a variety of sizes that'll make spa season your favorite season of all. Shop now for a great selection of pool and patio furniture at Mid-State Pools and Spas with locations in Dublin, Warner Robins, Sandersville, and Vidalia. Mid-State Pools and Spas, this area's most trusted pool and spa dealer.
Let nothing stand between you and the tree stand with the Kubota Sidekick. Gas-powered for a top speed of 40 miles per hour. Save now on the fast, durable Sidekick, backed by Kubota's 2-year, 1,000-hour warranty. The strength to haul a half-ton and tow a full ton. Be ready year-round with the Kubota Sidekick. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
Products you can count on, a name you can trust. That's Mid-State Tractor and Equipment.
It's Truck Month here at Dublin Chevy GMC, and we have all the deals for you. With our best selection ever of Tahoes and Yukons, come pick one out to take home for the holidays. With great deals on both 25 and 26 models, including savings of up to $10,000 off MSRP, now's the time to come pick out the HD or LD of your choice. And hey, if you already have your new truck and you're just looking for something to have fun in, we have savings up to $8,000 off MSRP on new Corvettes, only at Dublin Chevy GMC.
Fairview Fitness Center, open 24/7 with staffed hours available every day. Fairview Fitness Center, serving our community for over 30 years. Push your fitness further with our gym facilities, fitness classes, freestyle areas, and more. Join today and see the benefits of a healthy life. All new members are provided with a complete health assessment upon request, and new members are provided with a fitness orientation to familiarize themselves with exercise equipment, all by one of our staff exercise physiologists. For more information, call 353-1900. Visit us at 200 Industrial Boulevard behind Fairview Hospital or log on to fairviewfitness.com.
All right, Coach, and we're back. Like I say, Waco, we've got first round behind us over here in the Shamrock Bowl. Another home game running in here because we're a higher seed, but I don't think it really matters about the seed with Fitzgerald coming in here. Coach Tankersley come out of Stevens County down there is built a fine program. We know they run the wing tee. We kind of know what they're going to bring in here, I think. But what do you think?
Well, although we may be the higher seed, they are the favorite. I guess when you look at the power rating stuff, so on and so forth, Fitzgerald is the favorite. Our fans have heard me say it for many years. If you play somebody that's from Region 1 in the playoffs, you better get ready. It's going to be fast and it's going to be physical, and Fitzgerald fits that mold right down to the T. I think 3 of the teams that are in that region, in Worth, Thomasville, and Fitzgerald, all of the rankings have them, I think, in the top 6. So 3 of the top 6 teams in the rankings all come out of that one region. When you look at Fitzgerald, Coach Tankersley has been a friend of mine for years. We have that wing T bond. He's come and spoken at the clinic that we put on. He's brought his staff in other years to our clinic. He was at Ridgeland High School, I think, before he went over to Stevens County. From Stevens County, he goes to Fitzgerald. Well, Fitzgerald's always kind of been a wing T football team all the way back to with Robbie Pruitt.
He knew what he was getting when he came south.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really, really, really good fit to follow Tucker Pruitt when Tucker left and went to Appling. I think they may have gone in and they you can see how they are more understanding at this point of what Fitzgerald wants to do, although it's very similar to what Coach Pruitt was doing previously. Coach Tankersley has his own little twist to it, but most of what they base out of is they line up in the shotgun or the gun and run the wing T. They do it with an enormous amount of formations.
They're not under center like we are.
They very seldom do they ever go under center. They have, but they're going to use a lot of unbalanced formations and things to force you to put your defensive guys where they want you to put them and then go attack you because they've created a numbers game.
How about their blocking schemes versus what we do?
They're going to gap block, which that means the majority of their blocking schemes will involve linemen blocking down somebody, whether it be a guard pulling to kick out or a fullback going to kick out. So you're blocking everybody one way, and then you try to get somebody to get the next guy and open him up, and that creates you a hole. They're going to run a lot of the buck sweep with both guards pulling, leading it. They'll run a lot of power sweep.
And that big number 6?
Well, he's not big. Number 6 for them is their lightning in a bottle. Yeah. He's not really a big guy. Playmaker, no doubt about it. I told our guys that he reminds me, for our fans walking, been around here for a long time, he reminds you a lot of a Rashard Smith.
Wow.
You don't ever really get to hit that kid solid. He has that good. I laughed the other day. Rashard always used to like to stick hard on his right leg and cut back to the left, and they might go. I'm watching their young man the other day, and he had 3 different guys in a position to tackle him, and he gave that old limp leg to the left, cut back to the right, went to the next guy, did the same thing, went to the next guy, did the same thing, and 2 of them couldn't even pull his flag if you were playing flag football. So he's their big playmaker that they're going to move him around a lot of different places and try to get him the football. So you always need to know where he is. However, number 10, number 4, number 11, all those kids are very much like Dublin in that they're balanced. They all can run the football.
2 similar teams.
2 similar teams and what we want to do, that type thing. And then when you look at them defensively, so impressed with their interior, their front, their outside linebackers, their 2D tackles. One of them's about, I'm guessing, but he looks to be about 5'10", maybe 330. He's not very tall, but you can't move him with a dadgum bulldozer. He's locked down inside, and he's very physical. The guy that jumps off film to you also is number 51 for them. He's a guy defensively that creates the havoc. They move him around a lot of places. You've seen him at defensive end. You've seen him inside at D tackle. You've seen him when they go to an odd front on the nose. They move him around a lot of different places trying to get those one-on-one matchups so he can go create problems. They're 2 inside linebackers, quick, physical, downhill, tackle well.
DNs?
DNs, same thing. You know, number 3 for them is a long young man that's very athletic, very physical. Moving the football will be tough. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with their secondary. Their guys have pretty much, they play a cover 3 shell most of the night, which matches up with their 8-man front. But when they get in their odd front, they still like to play a lot of cover 3. So, you know, I think execution, I told our players, hopefully we're good enough to move the football. They're going to be good enough to move the football.
No doubt they are.
This could be one of those games. If both teams are able to move it, you may not have the football more than 5 times.
All night?
All night, because both teams are going to pound the thing off tackle. Defensively, they don't give up a lot of big runs, and fortunately to this point, we haven't given up a lot of big runs. So if it's 4 yards and a cloud of dust for both teams, this game will be over with quick.
Yeah, I think last Friday night with 40, 50 passes and good gracious, all the penalties we had, it was over. It was a 3.5 hour game.
It was long.
This week it could be 2.5.
Well, they'd be lucky if it goes 2. If the game goes the way both teams would like for it to go,
right.
You know, it'll be a quick night in the Shamrock Bowl. However, they're like us in the same sense now. First down, they're going to run it statistically about 90% of the time, but 10% of the time they're going to throw it. But the 10% of the time they like to throw it on first down, they're trying to go play action and beat you for a big one. So round 2, state playoffs, game time 7:30. All tickets are available on GoFan only. Fitzgerald, if you look up the top 15 or 20 teams in the state of Georgia in career wins, Fitzgerald and Dublin are both up there in that category. It's a storied program. A team that whenever we've matched up with them in the playoffs, it's always been a game that's extremely tough for Dublin to win. We've won a couple of them. I think they may have won 3 or 4. But it'll be a night we're really going to have to get it done.
I think this is going to be what they call a slobber knocker, a battle royale right here in the Shamrock Bowl. It'll be a great night. Folks that want to see, Lawrence County want to see a really good football game, come out to the Shamrock Bowl and see your Dublin Fighting Irish.
Hope you make it out.
Friday night. Right. Tickets, again,
I think they go to $12.
12.
Georgia High School sets the ticket prices, folks, and each round they go up a little bit. They were 10 for round 1. They'll be 12 this week.
The longer we go, the more we'll pay, and that's fine.
That'll be all right.
Coach, we'll be back next week. Go Irish.
Hi, I'm Bobby McCarthy.
And I'm Kyle Gerard with A+ Flooring and Construction. We're here today to support all our local football teams. It takes teamwork to be successful. And here at A+ Flooring and Construction, our team is the greatest team there is.
And our team is here to serve you all over Middle Georgia, from Warner Robins to Macon to Statesboro, and we'd love to serve you.
So y'all come see us at both our locations, in Dublin or in Eastman, or give us a call. In Dublin at 478-676-2662, or you can call us in Eastman at 478-559-1280. We look forward to seeing you.
Come shop with us.
We have natural gas all over town.
Get yourself a natural gas tankless water heater and save space.
And have endless hot water.
Natural gas is more efficient than electricity.
And it's lighter than air. When you install natural gas appliances,
you can get rebates up to $1,500.
The City of Dublin will finance you up to $10,000.
For 60 months at 0% interest.
Use natural gas for all your outdoor cooking.
It's a luxury.
We're on call 24/7.
You'll call us and we'll be there.
Whether you're building a home or starting a business, City of Dublin Natural Gas has you covered.
We serve commercial and residential gas all across town.
Yeah. Finish the drill with natural gas. Call your gas guys.
At 478-277-5048.
Hi, I'm Tom Dominy. Here at Dublin with Nelson, we pride ourselves on providing the industry's highest quality products at the most competitive pricing. We are a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry, and we can answer your questions and help you get the parts and equipment you need. From Moen to Renee, we carry the plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products you need from the brands you trust. We also carry a great lineup of Milwaukee tools. At Dublin with Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment, doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have a question, or if you're looking for a hard-to-find part, give us a call. Our experts are ready to help. Order online, give us a call, or come by at 507 Airport Road in Dublin. We're committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day.
Hi, I'm Liz Green with Fairview Park Hospital, and while we always love to encourage the ladies in our community to get their yearly mammogram during October, the month of pink, we also realize that breast cancer does not discriminate against month, time of year, or who it affects. We are proud to offer a boutique, comfortable experience here at the Breast Center at our outpatient imaging center on Fairview's campus. We're pleased to offer a quiet, private waiting area for those who are here for their yearly mammo, along with a mammo suite that's up to date on the latest technology, 3D mammography. We're also pleased to offer walk-in appointments for those who may not have had the opportunity to schedule an appointment. And you don't need a doctor's referral for a screening mammogram. We hope you'll consider to come have your yearly mammogram with us as we strive to partner with every woman on their healthcare journey. If you're interested in learning more about our breast center or scheduling an appointment, please feel free to call us at 478-274-3919 or visit us at our website.
Hunting season is in, so come on down to Roach Farm and Garden. Tired of cold, wet, achy feet? Stop by Roach Farm and Garden and check out our supply of Georgia Boot, Ariat. We even carry Extra Tough. Wore out pants, overalls, hoodies, and vests, replace them with Carhartts and Wrangler from Roach Farm and Garden. Almost every color in stock. Doesn't matter if your college team is winning or losing, Roach Farm and Garden has game day flags and concrete statues of your favorite team. Tailgating, camping, or cooking at home, Roach Farm and Garden has got you covered with Bayou Classic Fritters, Blackstone Pit Boss Griddles, and Traeger Pellet Grills. While you waiting on supper cooking, Roach Farm and Garden has outdoor gliders, chairs, and furniture in stock. All shrubs, all bushes, all fruit trees, they're marked down 30%. So hurry down to Roach Farm and Garden while supplies last. Deer season is in full swing. Roach Farm and Garden carries roasted corn, soybeans, flavored corn, ADM, FRM, Godfrey, and Double Down deer feed. We even got tower stands arriving daily. Don't forget your voodoo at the register. Voodoo, it just makes sense. From the woods to your home and everything in between, Roach Farm and Garden has got you covered. 2 locations, Dublin and Wrightsville.